Hi, I'm Kirsten.
And this is Stronger, Fitter, Faster. Good morning, Andy here. I say good morning, it probably might be good afternoon. Don't know when you're going to watch it. So I thought I'd drop in just to let you know how the training's going and what I've been up to and what the future looks like as well, because I think that's quite interesting looking at planning for the rest of the year. So I'm now out of my phase of recovery for marathon. I'm not going to be race ready probably until the end of May, because it takes roughly, they say, us coaches, we always say roughly 1 day a mile that you've raced to fully recover. So based on that, I'm looking at towards the end of May, probably third week in May. So I'm not far off now, and I'll be ready to race again. I did my first proper speed session last night, and my legs felt they hadn't done speed for a long time. So I backed off in the later reps just to protect myself a little bit. And I've woken up feeling a bit sore this morning. It's probably because the day before I trained legs and I went heavy on legs and did some different movements just to wake them up a little bit more. But I spent a week over in Fuerteventura walking on the beach every day, but we still managed to do 3 gym sessions as well. So that was really nice to get away, feel a bit of the winter sun. I say winter sun, it's May, so not really winter, but just having that sunshine on us, that was actually really nice to do. But I wanted to talk about what next, because as a runner and an athlete, I want to make sure I've got stuff to look forward to, because I feel my training has to have an element of purpose about it to actually drive myself forward. So what next for me? Well, while we were away, we looked at our race diary and our actual diary to see when we could fit races in and around other things we've already got planned. So for May, June, July, within my club, Fairlands Valley Spartans, we do something called the Midweek League, which is where we race competitively against other local running clubs. And I'm going to try to do those 10Ks, or as many of them as my diary allows me to do. They're a midweek evening, so I often have clients in on those days, but if I can, I'll be doing those races and actually pushing forward and hopefully to put some okay times in, which would be good. There's some different clubs in the league, so that'll be quite nice to race against some different people. So that takes us probably to July. In August, one of our local races run by Stevenage Striders is the Stevenage 5K, Stevenage 10K. It's a great event. If you're local to Hertfordshire, I would recommend it. The 5K is a great starter 5K. It's pancake flat and is a really fast course. The 10K's got a couple of bumps in it, but again, it's a nice course to run. And they do it on the same day, so you get a really nice medal that for 5K and for 10K, and they generally join together. So if you do both races, you can do. We did the 5K as a warm up last year, and then I raced the 10K. So I may do something similar this year, and that's in August. In August, there's also a 5K series in Hatfield for 3 consecutive weeks. There's 5K races. I've entered all of those, so I'll be racing 5K races hard. I've also entered the Peterborough Half Marathon, which is October. So just to go a little bit longer again, so I've got unfinished business with the half marathon this year, so I want to hit the half marathon a little bit harder again. So I'm going to hit that again. And then from there, I'm going to race a race I've never done before. I've heard it's very fast, which is the Hatfield 5 miles, which is the end of November. So I've got, I think for our club, we do what we call the short championships, which is 1500 metres, 5K, 5 mile, 10K. I haven't got any of those done so far this year, so I've got some really good fast races that I can use for those. I've got the half marathon, which I'm going to go back to. I'm going to try to go sub 100 minutes for that. I really want to hit that this year, so that's one of my goals that I'm going to focus on. So the rest of this year is going to be building speed to hopefully bring myself through for the Peterborough Half Marathon and the sub 100 attempt. It was my PB course until I did Bedford a couple of years ago, and then I did Battersea in February, and that now is my PB course. But I didn't like the laps, the 8.7 laps. It was okay, but I just fancy doing Peterborough because it's just it's a nice 1 lap course from memory, so it should be a good course to go out and hit. I'm still looking for a flat fast 10k. If anybody out there on YouTube can recommend a flat fast 10k, that would be really good. If it's local to us, so much the better. We're in Hertfordshire, but if it is a bit further abroad, a bit further afield, we'll give that a go. It could be a nice weekend away somewhere, so we can always do that. And I've got a sneaking suspicion we might do a little bit of park run tourism, just to factor in some easy runs on a Saturday morning when we get time to do that. So that's my plans for the rest of the year. Let me know what yours are. Let me know if I can help you in any way to build to that, and hopefully we can move everybody forward. So that's it from now. That's what I've been up to, and what I've done this week, and what I've got in the future. And hopefully along the weeks we can see how we build towards them. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.